Hello, and welcome to Read Us a Story. What shall we read today? How about Peppa Pig, Peppa and the Christmas Elf? Peppa and the Christmas Elf. It was Christmas Eve, and Peppa and George were making cookies for Santa with Granny and Grandpa Pig.
"Are we being helpful?"
asked Peppa, whipping the spoon around and getting mixture everywhere.
"Oh, yes," said Grandpa Pig. "You're wonderful helpers."
"We're like Santa's elves, George,"
said Peppa. George giggled.
"Christmas elves." "I wish I could meet an elf," said Peppa. "I bet they love adventures."
"Oh, yes,"
agreed Grandpa Pig. Granny Pig told Peppa and George that as they stirred the mixture, they could make a special Christmas wish.
"Christmas dinosaur!"
cried George.
"Shh, George!" whispered Peppa. "You're not supposed to tell anyone your wish."
George wished for a Christmas dinosaur, and Peppa wished for an adventure with a Christmas elf. Jingle, 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 jingle.
"Did you hear that?"
asked Peppa.
"It was a jingly sound coming from outside. I think my wish has come true."
Oh, yes. Shall we go and see? Said Granny Pig.
"Ah, look at that,"
said Grandpa Pig when they got outside.
"There's an owl in the Christmas tree, jingling the bells.
"Oh,"
said Peppa, sighing.
"that's not my Christmas wish."
Ah, never mind, said Granny Pig. I'm sure you'll get your wish soon. Just then, there was another sound.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!"
"Daddy!"
cheered Peppa and George. Mummy and Daddy Pig had arrived to pick them up.
"Are you ready to ride the Christmas train?"
said Daddy Pig.
"Yes!"
cried Peppa and George. Oh, have fun, said Granny Pig, waving goodbye. We'll see you later for our Christmas sleepover. As Daddy Pig started the car's engine, Peppa spotted something red peeking out from behind a tree.
"Look!"
she cried, pointing.
"A Christmas elf!"
Mummy Pig turned around. Ah, it's a little robin, she said.
"Santa has lots of elves," said Peppa. "They can't all be at his workshop, can they?"
"Probably not. Maybe you did see one,"
said Daddy Pig, winking.
"Right, let's go to the Christmas train."
"Choo-choo!"
cheered George. When they arrived at the Christmas train platform, Peppa and George were very excited. The train was decorated with lots of twinkly fairy lights.
"All aboard the Christmas train!"
Miss Rabbit called out.
"First stop, the Christmas helter-skelter!" "Hooray!"
Everyone cheered.
"Choo-choo!"
said George. At the helter-skelter, Peppa looked up and spotted a red hat in one of the windows.
"Found you, Christmas elf!"
she cried. But when Mummy and Daddy Pig looked up, all they saw was Molly Mole wearing a little red hat.
"Merry Christmas, Peppa!"
cried Molly.
"Oh, Merry Christmas, Molly!"
replied Peppa. Everyone had lots of helter-skelter fun, but soon it was time to move on.
Follow me to the Christmas Ferris wheel,
cried Miss Rabbit. Right at the very top of the Ferris wheel, Peppa spotted something in a little red hat.
Found you, Christmas elf,
she cried. But when Mummy Pig looked, all she saw was Mr. Bull wearing a little red hat. At the gingerbread workshop, Peppa spotted the Christmas elf behind a gingerbread house.
Found you, Christmas elf,
said Peppa.
Look, Daddy!
But when Daddy Pig looked, all he saw was a gingerbread house with a little red hat on top of it. The final Christmas activity was the sledging hill. As Daddy Pig and George whizzed off, Peppa spotted the elf sledging too.
Follow that elf, Mummy,
she cried. Peppa and Mummy Pig set off. Their sledge raced down the hill. The sledge was going so fast, Mummy Pig couldn't stop it. She cried as the speeding sledge zoomed up into the air and landed. Splosh! In a snow elf. Who put that there? Said Mummy Pig, covered head to toe in snow.
It wasn't me, Mummy Pig,
said Daddy Pig.
It must have been the Christmas elf. Anyway, time to go,
said Daddy Pig.
Granny and Grandpa Pig will be waiting for us.
Yippee!
Cheered Peppa and George. When Peppa and George got back to Granny and Grandpa Pig's house, they put out some cookies for Santa and then got ready for bed. Peppa told them all about her adventure with the elf.
But I didn't even get to talk to the elf,
she said. Time to sleep, little ones, said Granny Pig. May all your Christmas wishes come true. But Peppa and George didn't hear. They were already fast asleep. Very early on Christmas morning, Peppa and George ran in to wake Mummy and Daddy Pig. Then they ran into Granny and Grandpa Pig's bedroom and woke them up too. They all headed downstairs to find Santa had left presents for everyone.
Christmas dinosaur! Yes!
Cheered George. His Christmas wish had come true. Suddenly, Peppa heard a sound.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
She looked up. Right at the top of the tree was a toy.
Christmas elf!
Peppa cried, jumping up and down. Peppa cuddled the Christmas elf.
Thank you for the adventure,
she whispered. Peppa's Christmas wish had come true too. Mummy Pig took the elf's hat off and secretly put it on Daddy Pig's head.
Oh, what's that?
Asked Daddy Pig, reaching up and finding the hat. He looked over at Mummy Pig. It wasn't me, said Mummy Pig, smiling. It must have been the Christmas elf. Peppa loves her Christmas elf. Everyone loves Peppa's Christmas elf. And that was Peppa and the Christmas elf. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, be sure and like the video. And remember, you can always subscribe to the channel at Read Us a Story. Thanks.
Bye.